Welcome to CBN4's Primetime News. I am your presenter, Sheena Harry. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit says it is a great honor to have been awarded an honorary doctorate from an institution that is not only the largest in India, but also one of the most progressive universities in the world. Skerrit said his countrymen and women are delighted that the lovely professional university selected their servant leader to be the recipient of this award.
I hope you will not find it presumptuous of me to propose an addition to the motto of this institution so that it would read, transforming education, transforming India, transforming the world. For I do believe that lovely professional university is now poised to enter the global arena as a major international force in adult education and training.
Skerrit stated that Dominica, although physically small in comparison to India and with a population of just 71,000, is a nation geared to develop and empower the youth to be leaders. According to the Prime Minister, they seek to achieve this by diversifying various sectors, by teaching children to become multicultural individuals, and to develop a belief in themselves so that they can navigate their way in the world. Environmental Health Officer Anthony Scotland says the threat of the Zika virus reaching Dominica's shore is real, and as such, we have to prepare. According to Scotland, Dominica is currently in a heightened alert period.
We have the infection circulating right around us. Martin Guadeloupe has reported, and a number of other Caribbean islands, actually in the Americas, between the Caribbean and the Latin America. 24 countries have reported Zika, confirmed Zika in their jurisdiction. And we are saying that Dominica, we eventually will get the disease because you have movements of people all the time, either by the air or by sea. But when it enters into the country, we need to be in a position where we do not have a lot of Aedes aegypti mosquitoes circulating in our environment.
Scotland says with less Aedes aegypti mosquitoes in the environment, this will aid to mitigate the impact of the virus on the island. The Chief Environmental Health Officer is urging the population to take all preventative action to stop the breeding of mosquitoes in their community and yards. Also in the headlines, the 111th anniversary of Rotary International was commemorated on Rotary Day. President of the club, Annie Edwards, says Rotary Day celebrations included time for reflection on how the club in Dominica has impacted the livelihoods of individuals following Tropical Storm Erica. The contributions were dispersed to 14 from Kulibistri, 8 from Pichelin, 7 from Coliho, 7 from Petit Savan, 2 from Campbell, 2 from Dubic, 2 from the Roseau area, and 1 each from Layupak, Massac, Roseau Valley, and Bells. John Foy, who is representative of Virgin Coconut Oil of Kulibistri, says his organization lost all equipment and even a prepped shipment headed to Martinique. He received $10,000 from the club and he was able to put his employees back to work. And with the new machine, he should be able to employ more individuals and increase production. An emotional Sylvain Parilon of the Coliho Band Mauvais and Gladiators says that right before Tropical Storm Erica, his mother died and he had to keep postponing the costly funeral while at the same time watching his livelihood destroyed. Another significant donation was made to the Bagatelle Village Council of more than $18,000 for construction of 100 feet of storm drain, which the council said came at a crucial time to avoid flooding in the area. The Rotary Club's motto is service above self. While his focus should be on promoting the release of his new album, How We Do It in 767, and basking in the praise for his new music video, local entertainer and founder of Flipside Records, DJ Flip the Boss, is taking the time to focus on marketing the large pool of talent here in Dominica. Flip believes that the entertainment industry in Dominica just needs the right push.
More people are getting involved, but I think there needs to be a change. Certain people have to lead the way so that the others can follow, and that's what I'm here to do because, Dominica, because we have a vibrant culture. There's a lot to speak about, a lot to sing about, but to get it out there, we need more talented artists, more lyrical artists to get out there, more talented producers as well.
And with that in mind, DJ Flip will be putting on a contest for locals to showcase their talents. He says that posting it on Facebook just isn't enough.
That you can win something by just posting a video of one of my songs and dancing to it, and then I could get you to be in the actual music video for that. And as well as a competition for local artists, because there are a lot of competition for local artists, but it's like time a couple months, a year pass, you don't hear anything about the artist. So I plan to change that. So I'm giving them the opportunity to sing a song over one of my beats. Then you'll get promotion on like top sites, Julian's Promotion, Dancehall Arena, distribution on iTunes and everything.
In doing so, he hopes that he can help make the dreams of local artists a reality. The competition runs from Thursday, February 25th to Thursday, March 3rd. And for more information, you may visit his Facebook page. The search at sea continues for 43-year-old Ronaldo Polo following a brave and selfless act. Polo, a Venezuelan national who worked at Auto Trade, was swept away at sea Sunday afternoon after he jumped in to save his friend who had been swept away by a wave. Police Public Relations Officer, Acting Inspector Pelham John Baptist says, Ronaldo Polo has not been seen since. At the time, Polo and 3 friends were taking pictures at Glassy in Buetica, and the other 3 individuals were assisted by James Saintville of Buetica. The Police Coast Guard continues in its efforts to locate Polo. Cabinet, through Acting Prime Minister Justina Charles, has congratulated Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit on his latest achievement of being awarded an honorary degree from the lovely professional university in India. The Prime Minister was also the university's chief guest and featured speaker at its 6th convocation ceremony. Charles said Skerrit's honorary doctorate is from the largest and most prestigious university in India.
It was in recognition of our Prime Minister's phenomenal impact on the global stage ever since assuming the office of Prime Minister in 2004. The Chancellor of Lovely Professional University said, Mr. Skerrit is a global role model to all aspiring leaders. He said that the humility of our Prime Minister was admirable, and by virtue of the high esteem in which the Prime Minister and consequently the Commonwealth of Dominica was held by the university and the wider Indian community, the institution will, as of next academic year, grant 10 scholarships to Dominican students.
Giles said Dominicans are fortunate to be led by a world-recognized and respected leader who continues to bring great pride and opportunity to this nation. The acting Prime Minister added that the cabinet ministers can assure the Prime Minister of their highest regard as he continues to blaze the trail as a most outstanding world leader representing a small but significant country in world affairs. Also in the news, for the past 22 years, the Volunteer Optometry Services for Humanity has visited Dominica to provide eye care services to those in need. The Rotary Club of Dominica has partnered with VOSH and at a cocktail reception acknowledged those who put in the effort to make the mission a success. The recipients were Jordan Luke, Lenny Volney, Ishmael Joseph, Janae Nelson, and Michael Joseph. Also recognized were Cedric Sukou, Delbert Paris, Nigel Shillingford, Indira Saint-Jean, Pearl Fontaine-Butler, Annie Edwards, and Sammy Wyke, all members or sponsors of the club. The Rotary Club celebrated 111 years of service to more than 200 countries. And that takes us to the end of the Primetime News. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And be sure to catch up with me on our website, cbn4.com. Coming up next, Ali and Christopher has today's sports report.
Welcome to today's sport report. As the Sports Division Secondary Schools Volleyball Championships approach the culmination stage, a number of exciting matches are on this week. On Thursday, 25th, 2 matches will be played at the Dominica Grammar School grounds. In match number 1 from 2 p.m., the Dominica Grammar School will come up against the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School in the first semi-final match of the girls division. At 3 p.m., the Dominica State College will play the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School in the playoff between the second and the third place teams in the boys division. The winner of this match will meet the Northeast Comprehensive School in the final. Northeast Comprehensive School booked a place in the final by coming first in the round-robin stage. On Friday, February 26 at 3 p.m. at the Castlebrose Hard Court, the Dominica State College will meet the Castlebrose Secondary School in the second semi-final of the girls division. The finals of both the girls and boys divisions are set for Monday, February 29, 2016 at 2 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. respectively at the Dominica Grammar School grounds. Defending champions of the Intermediate Cricket League, the Police Sports Club, will be looking to bounce back from their 2 opening defeats they suffered so far. Police will be out in full force at the Botanic Gardens as they are set to take on the Marino Evergreen as the Dominica Cricket Association Intermediate Cricket League continues on the weekend. In the other match scheduled for this weekend, Rubens Bakery Christians will come up against Galion at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, while at the Benjamin's Park, down at Portsmouth, the Nagico Northern Stars will play Gladiators. On Sunday at Point Michel, the Point Michel Cricket Academy will play against P.H. Williams Colliho, while at the Windsor Park, Starlight will play against Marina Blasters Sports Club, with Dubla United Stars taking on Summits at the Benjamin's Park. And the 2016 United Insurance Under-20 Cricket Championship, organized by the Sports Division, will culminate on Thursday 25th and Friday 26th at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium when the final will be held. At 1:30 p.m., officials of the Ministry of Sports and a representative of the United Insurance Company Limited are expected to meet and extend congratulatory remarks to the team members of the Dominica State College and the Pierre Charles Secondary School, the 2 teams which have made it to this year's final. The Dominica State College beat the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School by securing a first innings win over Michael Joseph and his men, and the Pierre Charles triumph over the Castlebrose Secondary School in their semi-final matches, which were played on Monday, February 22. The Dominica State College are the defending champions. The St. Mary's Primary School enjoyed a good day at the office yesterday, where they wrapped up 6 valuable points on the first day of the Southwest Zone in the NBD Primary Schools Football Championships. The St. Mary Primary won all of its matches to be top of the Southwest table after match day 1. They are followed by the Newtown Primary School and the St. Luke's Primary in third, both on 4 points. The other teams in the group are the Christian Union Primary, Soufriere Primary and the Girondel Primary School. Neither of the 3 remaining schools are yet to get on the points table. The Girondel Primary failed to show up for their round 1 matches. Former West Indies fast bowler Sir Curtly Ambrose says Antigua paceman Alzarri Joseph should be promoted to the senior setup on the basis of his ability and not his age. Joseph picked up 13 wickets to help West Indies win the ICC Under-19 World Cup in Bangladesh earlier this month. The 19-year-old pacer grabbed 3 for 39 of 10 overs to inspire West Indies to a 5-wicket win over India in the final. During the ICC Under-19 World Cup, Joseph delivered the fastest ball in the tournament at 91.5 miles per hour and bowled consistently around the high 80s and 90s miles per hour. He removed the stumps in 4 of his 13 wickets, had 3 leg-before-wicket decisions, while 3 of his victims were caught by wicketkeeper Tevin Imlak of tentative edges. The powerfully built 6 foot 4 inches Joseph hit helmet and gloves with his pace and bounce in Bangladesh to unsettle batsmen and trigger prospects of a revival in West Indies fast bowling. He bowled with similar intensity to claim 7 for 46 against Windward Islands last November. Ambrose believes that Alzarri still has a lot to learn. He has pace, which is good. Ambrose also says that whenever he gets close enough to Alzarri to sit and talk about cricket, he keeps the encouragement alive and let him know that pace is good because you can intimidate people. Still with cricket, West Indies will face Zimbabwe and English county team Warwickshire in a series of 2020 matches as they prepare for the ICC World Cup T20 Championship. The Windies are presently in United Arab Emirates for a camp before heading to India for the World Tournament to be played from March 8th to April 3rd. They play against Zimbabweans on Saturday and Monday at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. These matches are not official T20 internationals. They will then face Warwickshire on Friday, March 4th and Sunday, March 6th at the ICC Global Cricket Academy in Dubai. The West Indies are due to arrive in Kolkata on March 7th ahead of the tournament. They will have official warm-up matches against India on Thursday, March 10th and against Australia on Sunday, March 13th. West Indies have been drawn in Group 1 of the Super 10 stage, where they will play alongside England, South Africa, Sri Lanka and one of the qualifiers from the first round. The full West Indies squad is as follows: Darren Sammy as captain, Samuel Badri, Suleiman Ben, Carlos Brathwaite, Dwayne Bravo, Johnson Charles, Andre Fletcher, Chris Gale, Jason Holder, Ashley Nurse, Dennis Ramdin, Andre Russell, Marlon Samuels, Lendell Simmons and Jerome Taylor. The team management reads Phil Simmons as the head coach, Roll Lewis, the interim team operations manager, Sir Curtly Ambrose, the bowling consultant, Stuart Williams, the assistant coach, Andre Coley, assistant coach, CJ Clark, the physiotherapist, Ronald Rogers, the strength and conditioning coach, Dexter Augustus, the analyst, Philip Spooner as the media manager and Virgil Brown, the massage therapist. And that concludes the Primetime Sport Report for today. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And be sure to catch up with us on the website cbn4.com. Once again, I am Alan Christopher saying goodbye.